Lots of drone stuff recently on my channel. This is a Mini Orion. If you watch my videos on it, I picked it up from QVC. Been pretty thrilled with it. Decided to up my drone game. Picked this up from QVC as well. It's the Yuneec Breeze 4K from the company called Yuneec. And this is, I think it's marketed as a selfie drone, but it's supposed to be really stable, has GPS, the whole works. But it also says that it comes with a second battery included, and that's the way it was marketed on the QVC website. But it says that it's inside the second battery, which is interesting because this was also in my QVC box. So I may have gotten 3 batteries. We'll see. But before we do, just kind of a quick little overview of the box here. So I haven't seen many videos where people actually looked at the box. So here you see some of the modes, 13 megapixel stills, and so on. Here is the back of the box if anybody wants to pause anything to read. And the bottom, I'm going to avoid the other side because it has the serial number on it. But you see it's still sealed in plastic. So let me get this thing unsealed and opened up and we'll see what's inside. Sans the outer plastic wrap, you're going to see what I see. So I'm a little curious because I've watched some videos on this. It looks kind of neat, kind of like unpackaging an Apple product. So let's just get it out here and see what we have. Okay, first, don't return. Yeah, typical warning stuff. Plastic case. And then, just like a Mac, you have a couple of things here. I guess this is our instruction booklet. This is, I guess, some extra prop blades. And inside here is apparently our USB cable, power cable, and the charger. We'll We'll unbox these shortly. Appears to be all that is in there aside from the drone itself. And wow, this thing's pretty light once you get out of the box. Once that charger gets out of the way, out of the box, it's not very heavy at all. Camera reposition to give you a better view. It says push here, so that's what I'm going to do. And open goes the box. Up top we have, well, to raise this just a bit, I have a couple of basic instructions and some warnings. And down in the box here we have the drone, which looks really, really nice. Man, these motor mounts look really nice, and those are they're thicker than I thought they would be. Pretty cool. Okay, well, I guess okay, here's our blade guards. Looks like those just snap on. Lay those off to the side. Here is one battery. Now remember, it said there were 2 in the box. For those that wonder, these are an 11.1 volt 1150 mAh. So there's one battery. Apparently it passed testing. And I've seen videos where there's a battery and it looks like there is. So let me get this case out of the way. Here is our drone. I'm going to go ahead and fold the feet down. And hopefully, yes, little protective foam thing there, and a second battery. So I got 3 batteries with my drone. Awesome. Nice. It's little touches like that. That's why I order some things with QVC. Let's go for a little tour around our Yuneec and let's see what it looks like. Obviously here is the front with the camera, and this camera can pivot. It looks like it kind of free floats in there a little bit. But we have our warnings obviously on the props, and these feel, I could see where those could be, those would be not so friendly to fingers. On this side here we have obviously another warning. That's our USB port, and it says not for charging, so obviously don't want to use that as a charging port. There's our battery housing here. I've slid one battery back in to cover up the MAC address. There is a power button. On this side we have nothing. And on the bottom we have some sensors here. I ground sensor. I don't know what they are, what type of sensors they are, but there's sensors and obviously a speaker there, and your legs just fold in and out, click into place. Pretty nice. Now let's look at some of the other things that came in these other boxes, and we'll see what all we have in those. Man, I'm so thrilled that I got a third battery. I was going to buy one, so now I don't have to. Let's look and see what is in these boxes. They open just like if you have ever purchased an iPhone. It's that type of setup, and yeah, look at that. Even the screws with Loctite already included on them. And I assume these props are like every other drone and specific to certain locations. This should be our paperwork. Yeah, just a beginner's guide. No sticker like on a Mac. And here we have the charger. Yeah, I mean it's, there's the power cable that it said it included. It's supposed to have a, sorry, bump the camera here. It's supposed to have a USB cable, which is not included apparently. Oh, there it is. Okay, well, my fault. There is the USB cable. Here is the charger. Very Apple-esque with the color scheme and the just the feel of the plastics and the packaging. Very, very Apple-esque. Having unboxed the Breeze 4K, let me give you my first impressions of it. Just, first time having really held it and looked at it in person. Okay, number one, let's remember that I'm coming from the Mini Orion. Really lightweight, flimsy plastic little drone. A lot of fun, but still very lightweight. Matter of fact, I weighed the Mini Orion, and it comes in at a little under 4.5 ounces. I weighed this Breeze, and it comes in at just barely under 10 ounces without the battery. With the battery, it's almost 15 ounces, so almost a pound. It's like 14 7/8 ounces. But in all the video reviews that I've seen, everyone always pulls it out and they say two things. Number one, it's really small. And it is small. It's not very big at all. Matter of fact, let me see if I can get the Mini Orion next to it here. The Mini Orion is a larger drone, not by much. Well, pod to pod, they're about the same. I take that back. So pod to pod, a Mini Orion, so it's about the size of a Mini Orion without the guards. Now, they also complain about the plastic, that it feels really cheap. Well, I was expecting Mini Orion kind of plastic or something you could press on and it flexes. This isn't bad plastic. I could see this is almost Apple quality plastic, this upper part here. Now there are some flat white parts that aren't glossy, but still, this is heavier, much heavier than I was expecting. Considerably heavier than I was expecting. So my first impressions of this thing, and these feel metal, they're cold, so I'm really impressed with what I see and what I feel of this drone. And again, just looking at it, it looks really, really cool. I can't wait to fly this thing, but unfortunately, and as is the case every time I unbox a drone, it rains. So if you need rain, just get me a drone, get me out somewhere, it'll rain. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to read the instructions, get the batteries charged up, and hopefully the next time you see this drone, it will be in the air or ready to launch to be in the air. But this is a quick unboxing of the Yuneec Breeze 4K selfie drone, although I do not see that anywhere on the boxing, but it was what I'd seen online in the marketing. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day.